Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I am Mason Productions, and oh boy, we're talking about a big one here today. Looking at a big cartoon. A very massive cartoon. A very influential one. Steamboat Willie, of course directed by Walt Disney and Up Iwerks. So yeah, this is a massive one. It's been in the news recently due to the fact that it just recently went into the public domain. Which means you can use this version of Mickey however you want with some caveats, obviously. So, yeah, it's pretty massive that this is happening. There already is like a Mickey short in the public domain. It's the one with like the bad doctor. That's been in the public domain for a very long time. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Oh yeah, the first appearance of Mickey and there's Pete. And apparently with that one, he's apparently saying get down there because he's got to go way down there. I guess Mickey in this cartoon was fake me and tried to steal the captain's job. So yeah, and apparently the title of this cartoon, Steamboat Willie, is referencing and parodying the title of a Buster Keaton film called Steamboat Bill Jr. from 1928. Well, the same year as this. So yeah, its cartoon is also historic for another reason, being one of the first cartoons to have synchronized sound. There were other cartoons that had it before it that were experimenting with this kind of thing. Ones that I could find did this were the Paul Terry cartoon Dinner Time and the Fleischer Brothers Coco song cartoons. So yeah, he's not the first to have synchronized sound, but it probably is the most popular out of these early cartoons to do that. So yeah, very popular in that regard. And it's actually not the first Mickey cartoon. It's the first Mickey cartoon to be released, but it's not the first one to be produced. Both Plain Crazy and the Galloping Gaucho, which I believe actually both are in the public domain. I'm pretty sure to my knowledge, both of them actually did enter the public domain. Actually this year as well. So yeah, you can also use those versions of Mickey Mouse as well. Oh jeez. And we got a lot of this stuff dealing with animals for some reason. Him trying to put a cow on the boat. Yeah. Oh boy. So yeah, going back to the fact that it's in public domain, this version of Mickey Mouse still holds a trademark. So it's gonna be the big problem. Because I think like the Walt Disney Animation Studios logo actually uses this version of Steamboat Willie Mickey. So that might be how they would get around people using it. Oh and yeah, this is also the first appearance of Minnie Mouse, and yeah, well, pretty much a copy of Mickey, except they're, yeah, and they would both be ripped off later on down the line. Oh, that's a familiar piece of music. So yeah, in this short, it prominently features the song "Turkey in the Straw." It's one of the most popular. It's a very popular tune, especially way back when. Especially at this time, it's probably one of the most recognizable songs of its day. You definitely know the tune of it. You'll hear it when it goes. Yeah, it's a very catchy tune. I can give it that much. But apparently, it got controversy recently because the melody was used in another song that was used in the early 1900s that had very racist lyrics. And there's the tune. So yeah, because of that, because of the melody being used in a different song way after this song. A lot of ice cream trucks used to play this. Used to play the tune and removed it. So yeah. And yeah, you can hear it here trying to play it with various different. Being very creative using spoons. And spoons and I assume that's a trash can. Pots and pans. Even a wash uses a washboard. So the salt turkey straw itself is His melody is derived from like English, Irish, Scottish folk tunes. His lyrics are generally nonsensical. Oh man, yeah. Imagine the version of Mickey just committing straight up animal abuse. Yeah, if Peter were around back in 1928, they definitely would have made a fuss about this. Oh my god. Yeah, imagine Mickey Mouse, the beloved children icon, the most famous cartoon character, just abusing animals. Just pulling the tails of baby pigs. Ouch. How cruel. How dare you, Mickey? How dare you? And this is it's true friendly content right here. Apparently this scene was actually cut in sometime in the 1950s and afterwards it was cut. It being seen as inappropriate. So yeah, but it did end up being restored when it came in a whole video formats and even on Disney Plus. So yeah, don't worry, Disney. You may have tried to remove it at some points, but it's here now and it's here forever. Just using its teeth too. Oh yeah, doo 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 doo. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, seems like Turkey in the Straw was made more to being like an experiment. Definitely an experiment that pays off pretty darn well. Well, it being very popular and being obviously the debut of it. And now he has to peel potatoes. This is what you get, Mickey, for abusing animals. He's cutting up a potato. Cutting it up into a ball? Now that's just wasting precious potato. Oh yeah, that's also the parrot's dialogue. Apparently saying, hope you don't feel hurt, big boy, and then and help man overboard. Was the parrot laughing at his misery? And oh dear God, look at this. What are these designs? They look like designs straight out of a nightmare. Definitely, definitely prefer the designs they got in this show instead of whatever these designs. God, those eyes. Look, they're staring straight into your soul. So yeah. So after this, I didn't mention this yet. This kind of ties with Looney Tunes, Looney Tunes in a roundabout way, kind of. So yeah, and also I forgot to mention the Mickey Mouse in general as a character was created after after Disney lost the rights to Oswald the Lucky Rabbit to Universal, and he created Mickey Mouse as a replacement, and he ended up becoming the big star that he is. And so, anyways, Hugh Harmon and Rudolph Heising, who actually used to work on we used to work for Disney, including on the Oswald cartoons, in the creating Bosco, the talking kid, which obviously had synchronized sound, but in his cartoons was more focused on the dialogue. It was more focused on the dialogue than music, which is the primary focus of here. It's more music based than dialogue. Even the dialogue, from what I could find of what they said, is very the audio's not that great. It's just not. They're still experimenting with it. Sound film, like the talkies as they call it, were a very new thing, just getting introduced at the time. So you can kind of forgive it for that. So yeah, this cartoon is now in the public domain. It went into the public domain on the uh, on the first, literally a few days, literally 3 days ago. As I'm recording this, it went to the public domain. So yeah, now it's in the public domain. Apparently, apparently a video game based on the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse apparently got announced. Someone's coming out with that, and oh boy, someone apparently is doing a is making a horror movie, a Mickey Mouse horror movie. I'm Y'all probably remember this, but there was a movie, I think was it this year or last year? Well, I guess not this year. It was 2023 or 2020. It's 2023. Yeah, where it came out Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, which is a horror film based on Winnie the Pooh, and that was only able to happen because Winnie the Pooh and a bunch of its characters went to the public domain. So yeah, it's now going to be a recurring thing. Anytime a famous character goes to the public domain, they're going to immediately make a horror movie out of it for some reason, I guess. So yeah, and as final thoughts. Sorry, it took me so long to get to my final thoughts. It's a very solid cartoon. I definitely rate it higher than the Bosco cartoons. Definitely had a bit more of a plot and I guess a theme around it than singing in the bathtub, which isn't really saying a whole lot, but I guess it's more or less confined to one setting, which in this case it's a boat. I give it like a solid 6, maybe 7 out of 10, honestly. It's a solid short and very important in terms of its history. It's very culturally significant site with basically being the debut of probably the most popular cartoon character ever made, and helping Disney to be Disney to become the giant, massive company as it is. So yeah, that's the conclusion of my review of it. If you like the video, please do me a solid, click the like button and subscribe while you're at it. Right, right, maybe share the video. It helps a lot, trust me. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.